Well, just it's good to get that first one, but obviously you got to get one more. So they're tough to get, and but obviously we played really well today, and obviously we had that one inning that got things out of kilter for them a little bit. So tomorrow will be a totally different day.
All right, open up for questions. Start with Dash.
Jacob, talk about that second inning though, man. When things get snowballing like there was, like 10 straight guys, they'll get hits, whatever, reach base. What's it like as a player when you're kind of going through that kind of a role?
Yeah, I mean, hitting's contagious. I mean, we started out the game having a quick inning, but then the second inning came around. We got two really, really good bunts down. They found the hole, just chaos unloaded, and then we just started rolling. We got to top of our lineup, and then that's what we do. Once they can turn the lineup around, we just start to roll.
Lecture.
This is kind of for everyone up here. Colton Smith came in, throwing 99 strikeouts, only 19 walks. So was it coming in, like, being aggressive first pitch and, like, the first pitch and getting things going? And then how did you guys execute that in the second inning?
Me?
Everyone.
Oh, it's you work on your approach all year as a player, and it's a complex thing, and it takes a while. And if you're a senior like Noah Souls or a third-year guy like Jacob, it's just something you're constantly working on. So it's not like you're going to have this approach against this guy. Obviously, he's a quality arm, and like Jacob said, we got a couple bunts down, found a couple holes, and that's frustrating for anybody. But yeah, our approach is going to be the same tomorrow as it was today. It's the same every day.
Coach, you're on the opposite end of this dynamic back in 2021 in Arkansas. How do you keep balance the great win today, but also keeping your foot on the gas and not giving Georgia that chance to come back?
No, you just play baseball. I mean, every game of baseball is special, and every game of baseball is different, and every day is a new day. It's just keep playing baseball. Don't think about anything in the past, and don't get too far down the road, and just play the game. That's what we'll do.
Elliott, you're pitching today. You got 6 out of Sam, and then you got 3 from Schaffner. Could you just speak to that and how vital that is? It seems like you're set up in a good spot. Obviously, they're a great team, but it seems like you're set up in a good spot.
I just want to talk about Sam. What that guy has given. Noah's bouncing his head around. Jacob's caught him for 3 years. What that guy has given to our baseball program, you can't say enough about. And he was terrific today against a great offensive lineup, and just once again a tip of the hat to Sam. I feel he was terrific.
Coach, just wondering, obviously the second inning with some great bunts, and is small ball, is it part of what you do? Is it something that you saw coming in like, hey, we may need to unleash some of this today?
No, I think it's just, once again, it's baseball. I think any good team, and there are 16 good teams left in college baseball, and there were probably 150 great baseball teams in college baseball this year, or how many. But you have to play the entire game. You know what I'm saying? You have to. And I think part of our struggles to get to this point is we haven't done it enough. And I think we're in, if you watch college basketball, everybody wants to shoot from 35 to 40 feet, and everybody wants to dunk a basketball, and the art of passing. And, you watch that guy, I can't name his name. I was watching some basketball last night, the Celtics guy from somewhere. He's a beauty to watch. Starts with a P or something. That guy's terrific. And in baseball, we've gotten away from that a little bit too, with the home run and the strikeouts accepted, right? And
Right.
We've been a team that's focused on not striking out a lot this year. I think we punched out 6 times today, and having quality at bats, and being able to move the baseball, and knowing when to take, and knowing when to work the count, and knowing what the inning is setting up. That's something you learn from this game, and I think our guys have done a great job of that down the stretch, and I think it's what made us a better ball club.
Noah, is it hard to be not to be overly confident when it's walk off the field with an 18-1 win, and you have another game tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good feeling. But at the end of the day, we're just trying to do our job and, just focus on the ultimate goal. So.
Noah and Jacob, Coach talked about Sam's start today. The past few starts he's made in the postseason, he's really, to perform? What's it been like, I guess, for you to know to watch it, but Jacob to catch it? Just to see him finding success again.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what he's done all year. I mean, he's the same guy day in and day out. I mean, he's going to come in there. He knows his stuff's going to beat you. He's confident in it. He's been doing it for a couple years. We just know we're going to get a quality start every single time out of him, and we're going to get a chance to win a ball game. And you saw what he did today. He got in some big situations where they got some runners on, and he found ways to prevent them from scoring. Like in his last inning, they got first and second, no out, and he found a way to get a pop out, then a double play in 3 pitches. So, I mean, that's just what he does. He can pitch. He's really, really good at his craft, and we know we're getting a good start every single time out of him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he was unbelievable today. Very tough. I personally look up to him. I think he's a great leader on and off the field, but, you know, he's just who everybody looks up to, and I think he's just a really, really good leader for the clubhouse. So.
Coach, going back to the bunting and the small ball, just the overall base running was really aggressive today, really made an impact with Luke laying down that bunt or a couple batters before Butterworth going first to third on a single. How much of an impact does that make in a game when your guys are able to take that extra base?
That's just the way you're supposed to play the game, and like I said, that's where we've gotten better. You mentioned Luke Nixon laying down the bunt. His base running today was terrific. I mean, he did some things that guys in the dugout say, wow. You know what I'm saying? And you mentioned Butterworth going first and third, but Amac tagged up for second and third on the foul ball down the right field line and was able to score. Those things matter, and if you want to be a complete baseball team, that's the things you have to do.
Shotgun and Mike.
Oh yeah, I know you're only as good as your next day starting pitcher, but how important was it to continue the momentum and get a couple runs just as the game progressed rather than letting them get the crowd into it and maybe build something towards giving them a little confidence going into tomorrow?
Yeah, you don't want to sit on anything with this ball club. This ball club has made their reputation and made their season by being very offensive, and you can see it in their swings today, like Jacob and Noah said. Sam was terrific because these guys can swing the bat, and so it was really big, and I thought Schaffner coming in there and finishing with having, filling the zone without having to use anybody else was big, but we're not going to sit on anything.
Coach, I think this is year 27 for U.S. State, is that right, 27 years?
At NC State?
Yeah.
I think this is 28.
28, okay, missed that one. You guys have been in the World Series before. What does that experience mean, and what this program has gone through? I guess number 3 schedule this year as well.
Well, you go, every season I've ever had at NC State, or New Mexico State for that matter, when I was there, very special to me. I mean, you coach for the players. You don't coach for yourself. You don't coach for other reasons. You coach because you take a group of men, and they're always different. And it's that locker room and that group of men. And yes, I've been to the World Series a couple of times, and I went when I was at New Mexico State because I didn't have any money, and they paid me to come up there and work the World Series, and I went up there and did a couple clinics, and I swore to myself then, that's the most unbelievable place, but I will never go back unless I got a team with me, and I stuck to that promise to myself. And so what this means to me is I'd like to see this group of young men go to the World Series because they deserve it, they've earned it, and they worked their tails off all year and gotten better and listened, and that's what it means to. I like for these guys to walk out on that field.
Chip and Mark.
Coach, you guys did a great job against Condon today. He goes 0 for 3. I know you studied him a lot coming in here. Just your thoughts on what he looks like and what y'all were able to do today.
He looks like Henry Aaron. He's what he looks like. He can really hit, and it's what a great player he is. What a great season he's had. One for the books. I mean his season's been incredible, and you can see why. He's a great player and plays the game the right way. A lot of respect for Charlie Condon, I can tell you that.
Coach, what's your impressions of Leighton Finley, assuming you're going to see him tomorrow? What's the book on him?
Don't know. One game at a time. Haven't looked at him hardly at all. Once we found out who was starting today, and they'll go back tonight, the coaches, and they'll study that. And he's really good. You know what he's done this year, and he's really good and he's done a great job for Georgia. So we'll just have to be, again, disciplined tomorrow, quality at bat, stay within ourselves, and understand how to work counts and play the game.
We've got 2 more Rangers hat and strike shirt.
question first for the players and then one for Elliott. Players, you guys seem to have sort of a business attitude after the game. You were exuberant when other players made plays, but I didn't see anything in the way of like over exuberance after the game. It seemed like you have a focus on a greater good. Am I getting the right impression?
Yeah, you can say that. I mean, we know that our job's not done yet. We still got a big game tomorrow. We're focused on that now. I mean, we're just going to go out and play our game, do what we do. We've been doing it for the past couple of weeks, whole season for that matter. I mean, we know what our job is, and we're going to go out and do it.
We're just taking it one game at a time.
Elliott, you have a lot of NC State fans here today. I don't know if your thoughts on that issue.
I was very proud that they came down. They've been so passionate. I said last weekend for the regional, you always remember things in recent memory. And we've had some great crowds there and some great games, but I don't know if I've ever heard our fans louder or more into every pitch than they were last weekend. And to see this many people come down here this weekend, when we walked off the field is when I saw it the most. And those stands were full behind our dugout, and that's who the NC State fans are. They're very passionate about their Wolfpack, and they love this team, and they should love this team because this team plays the game the right way.
All right, thank you very much, gentlemen.